Well, welcome everybody into week number 6 here in EGFC Season 5 Rocket League. My name is Jeff, here with Strive to bring us into this week. A lot of banger matches coming at you tonight. We've got North versus South. We've got a battle for the middle ground, and well, we get to see some of our top-rated teams there at the end of the night. Should be a good one, Strive.
Oh, it's going to be mega. I mean, if we're going to build off anything what you and I casted just a few short days ago, I'm beyond pumped for this. I'm coming off of a great series that I just watched with RIT. Super jazzed up. How's your week been overall? And looking at this lineup too, we'll get to it eventually. For those that are obviously curious, look down below. The first matchup going to be BGSU going up against good old Montana State University. It's going to be a great opener for you and I.
Yeah, I watched a bit of that RIT versus William and Mary match over on the official EGF channel. RIT 3-0 that one and stay the only undefeated team here in Season 5. Everybody else has dropped at least one match. So I was doing a little math behind the scenes. RIT number 1, top of the standings. We actually have a tie for 3rd through 5th place right now. But, before we get into that, let's bring up our schedule, take a look at all the matches that we're going to see today.
Yeah, absolutely.
We've already, to this.
Go ahead, Bull.
I love this Auburn squad. They've made such an impression.
Yeah, 100%. I'm really keen on seeing how Delaware performs as well. And the final matchup is going to be Xavier University against Northern Arizona University. Very pumped for that one. So a great 3-series top to bottom run for us this evening.
Yeah, Xavier's going to have their work cut out for them against NAU. NAU, one of the teams that are tied for 3rd place right now. That is with their overall record of 4-1 and a +7 in their map differential or game differential. So 3 teams are stuck at that. I didn't go far enough to do our points differential, so officially may not be a tie, but for where it really counts, for all intents and purposes, 3-way tie for 3rd place. NAU looking to take the lead on that. They're only 1 game behind 2nd place, right behind RIT with a win tonight. But we're going to start off with Bowling Green taking on Montana State. Bowling Green still searching for that first win of the season.
It'd be a good place to do it. Obviously, here tonight, I'm keen to see how they play. And looking at my history and my understanding of Bowling Green, they've been keeping their own, right, being steady as best they can and fighting for what they think is the chance to get a on the board. But I think as we get into this game, this is the chance to solidify it, obviously. And have they done enough homework and preparation getting to this matchup? Montana State, obviously, I mean, a solid team nonetheless. Really, really fun to watch. And I don't know. It can go either which way. Montana now, I believe, based on the stats, Bull Skunk's amazing numbers here. They're sitting at 9th position. So a great team to go up against in the top 10 for sure.
Yeah, I mean, Bowling Green have faced some monsters here in the first half of their fall season, including UTA, who are 4-1, Cincinnati, who are 4-1, RIT, who are now 6-0, Delaware, who's 3-2, I believe. So, I mean, Bowling Green have had a rough road here to start things out. Yeah. Montana State, this could be just the ticket to kind of turn it around, get some momentum back on their side. Take a look at our starting players from each role, or each team, rather.
Yeah, and this is going to be great for BGSU. We see Slick Billy, Corey, and Bixlow on the opposing end for Montana State. You're looking at Pros, Hem, and Chef, the dynamic trios on both ends of the spectrum. Happy times. I mean, Bullskunk, do you have a bit of a gut feeling going into this? If you were to disregard the stats and the placements right now, do you think BGSU have got their stuff figured out and have a chance at fighting for this one?
I mean, they're going to have to show us something special. I think the trouble has been in the scoring department with them, kind of just putting together an offense. So they've had some good practice coming in. I mean, some tough opponents, and steel will always sharpen steel. So we'll see if the Falcons have managed to sharpen their claws a bit heading into week 6 and see if they can put some goals back in net. Take one away, get that first dub of the season.
That's what we hope for. I mean, the biggest thing here as we get week on week in and progressing through is to build upon yourself as a team. I think if we look at the standings, that's one aspect of it. And a win is a win. Certainly we'll take it all day. I think BGSU's goal here is to really start refining themselves as a team and start to meld and jive a little bit more, right? That's the whole point of getting throughout a bracket. And as we get into this first game, let's see if some of that has come to fruition and they're a little bit hotter on the board this fine evening.
Montana State are 2-3 coming in, but 2 of those losses were in five scenarios or game 5 scenarios. So I mean, 2 very, very close games against both Southern California and UConn. Montana State was 1 game away from being 4-1. I mean, a tough ask here for Bowling Green, but so far they're able to get a little bit going in the offense, like really trying to use the backboard here, but couldn't quite get over to Corey. Ball's going to fall awkward. Clear will come through there from Montana State.
Yeah, absolutely. Really good control initially here for BGSU. I'm liking what I'm seeing. Slick Billy looking to echo some of that, get a little bumpski in the back end. Chef going to hard clear it to Pros rather, and looking for the follow up. Not able to connect, but very, very good attempt here coming out from MSU as well.
Where you see it, pushing it back into the corner, grab some boost, try to get it out, but Pros is going to block it. Jeff comes in from the outside, was looking for a centering pass, but there was nobody there. Ham does eventually push up from the midfield line, keep it in. Shot from Pros, bounces off the wall. Chef gets absolutely stuffed. Pros out on the outside, keeping Montana State on the offense, but a good intercept from Slick Billy. Has eyes on the back of the net, has the room, can't get it past Chef.
Really good look from BGSU. That flip reset was on target. It just didn't have the haste behind it to beat the defense of MSU. Now, Corey's up. Nice little touch there. Going to be met with Ham off the corner. Looking to connect and keep that ball in play. Initially, though, here, Bull Skunk, I'm liking this BGSU offense. They're looking very much in control and quite composed, actually.
Good pass there. Billy not able to get to it in time. That was Ham's going to win out that 50. Right out of the midfield, Corey goes up for it. Ends up pushing it all the way down. Challenge with Ham. Ham manages to steal the boost, and Corey's just kind of stuck. Billy comes in with the shot and manages to sneak it under Ham. It's like Billy saving the day here. It's Bowling Green who draw first blood in the series.
Slaughter there from Slick Billy. Ham, honestly, 3 feet to the right, and Ham might have actually gotten to that ball. Incredible stuff there from BGSU. That composition, that stable gameplay, really sticking true to their positioning and what they're trying to achieve, the ball control especially, it ends up paying off. You like to see it. Play your game, Bull Skunk. That's the motto of any sport, esports or not. Really just be true to yourself and what you've practiced and let it come to be and build upon that after every passing opportunity. So I like to see it.
Yeah, and it comes back to teams finding an identity, finding a style that they like, and really honing in on it. It's like Billy here with an opportunity. He's going to get a double tap off the wall. Not a whole lot of mustard behind it, and just kind of angles there in the corner. Chef Pros all the way back into 2v2. Chef lets the ball get a little bit ahead of him. Corey is able to get a touch, bounce it all the way midfield, and that is an open net. It's like Billy finds their second goal.
Slick stuff from Slick Billy. I had to say it. And I like the way you put that, by the way, Bull Skunk. That summarized my entire 3 sentences of jibber jabber into identity. And that's really what it's working out to be here. BGSU, right from second one up until with 2:20 left on the clock now, have been very much sticking to their identity. Pros now to the backboard. About to slot it off the kickoff, but a little bit to the left now. Slick Billy, very good ball control in this game here. Big Slow looking to get a taste of that
That's
medicine.
A huge commitment from Montana State.
Ooh. Close, really, really good plays. Nice demo as well. BGSU, I mean, I will say if there's one word that can summarize this team right now, it's pressure. They're very much on top of it.
Pros, the only reason this isn't a 3-0 right now. There's been an immense amount of pressure. And Bixlow looking to continue to mount more as Bowling Green coming out of transition. Look at that touch. Bixlow beats 2 to that, right into the middle. Slick Billy with an opportunity and a hattie. Steals it away. Couldn't get the initial shot, but is able to keep it in that corner. Bowling Green are continuing to tighten their stranglehold here on Montana State. Good touch from Slick Billy, who put it right back over the goal. Bixlow, this Ham with the block out into the middle. Corey just taps the rebound into the corner. Maintain possession here. We're past the 90-second mark as the ball is centered. Nobody there picking up for Bowling Green. Oh, nice move from Pros. Montana State looking to get rid of this bagel.
Chef here on the case, looking to chase up that ball now, not able to bring it through. Pros is always on top of this ball, it seems. Ham goes up, looking to meet Bixlow in the air for the connection. Bit of a missed call there. Chef says, I got it, no problem. Right to voicemail, aka my hands now. Pros lurking in the corner, continues to keep that pressure on. They have the goal advantage here, Bull Skunk. The intention is to really hold firmly onto that and not let anything slip through the cracks.
Might even be able to pile on one more, but Ham eventually works it out of there. Bixlow misses the touch. Ham's able to get a centering pass. Chef coming in for looking for anything, but there's just no room to be found. Slick Billy and Corey completely seal up that near post. Don't give an inch over to Montana State. And the Bobcats still with Bupkis in the score line as Chef takes a block, pushes it across midfield, runs into Slick Billy. Ham comes in for some backup. Pros in front of the net, looking for the redirect. Goes a little too far. Slick Billy couldn't get to it. Is out enough to block the rebound, and we're at 15 to go. This is looking like BGSU opening up with a round 1 win. They've only had 2 individual game wins so far this season.
stellar stuff to get us going. And even with the cognizance of the timer, knowing they're in the lead, they continue to just buy possession time, drive that ball back to their end of the field, and maintain that goal advantage. BGSU first win, dude. Something felt right getting into the series. I'm telling you that the tail end of the season, right, getting deeper and deeper into these weeks, something's bound to click. And for BGSU, it definitely came through.
Billy was certainly clicking. With a pair of very important goals and being the only two in the entirety of our game here, our first game of the night on this channel. I mean, what a start. I mean, now 3 wins under the belt of BGSU, and they've got some momentum going in this match. They've, I mean, you were talking about their offense, and we were talking about how important it was going to be for their offense to come together, and they were methodical, and they looked like they had a plan going in every time. It wasn't just a scramble. They always had some sort of strategy to try to attack the net in different ways. Ends up paying off.
They had really good pace as well. I think the biggest thing that I saw from the team was really good management of boost, really being able to get to the balls and contest. And what I loved compared to what I saw with the RIT game, RIT was very quick at getting up in the air and contesting the balls. BGSU was very much some of the same for me there. They did not leave any challenge untouched or unnoticed, whether it was going up early or positioning on the defensive side very quickly to react. Like you said, there was a plan. There was a very good, clear understanding of roles and responsibilities in that game. And for now, from MSU to have to, pick up the pieces here for a team that's obviously leading in the bracket, this is big. Like, this is a standout moment for the BGSU squad.
Very much so. And if you're a fan of BGSU, you feel like you just smell blood in the water right now. I mean, is this going to be the one? Is this the week they finally put their first win in that column of a series at least? Only time will tell. As Steph is fighting along the midfield line, just watches that ball sail right on over them, back to Pros. Pros just gets absolutely demolished. Back out to Big Slow, coming in against Chef. Chef will win that one out, but Slick Billy is here for another touch. Chef goes underneath the car, settles for a little contact. Try to create some room for Pros to get out of there. Ends up in a 1v1 with Corey. Ball drops. Corey with the touch. Big Slow try to back it up. Neither get the touch. Slick Billy from far back comes in playing third man. Take the shot. Goes high. And now ball going towards an empty BGSU net. Slick Billy, couldn't quite get it out in time. Montana State get their first one.
BGSU maybe a little bit too front forward, leaving a sliding opportunity open. It just wasn't the 50 or the touch that they wanted there on that connection. MSU, nice patience, really good diligence on the defensive side, and allowing BGSU to deliver the beating, but not being afraid to step up and do something about it. Chef, nice little touch for the redirect. Going to meet Pros off the left wall here. Billy's up. Off the corner, Ham, really good contest for MSU now, maintaining the pressure towards that net and saying, listen, not today here. Pros and Chef here have been cooking non-stop together, looking to set each other up. Pros is up for the touch, but unable to get that ball closer to net.
Slow. Just beating that first player was huge, and buying a State. Jeff's going to grab it along the outside. Flip over one. Big Slow goes underneath. Billy manages to get the touch. Corey keeps it going. Pushes it all the way to the back wall. Ham's touched, intercepted. Slick Billy playing out of the corner, but has no boost to work with. Makes a lot of contact up front, but there's nobody there to shoot the ball. Now Pros is trying to race Corey for a transition goal. Won't find anything, but a good rotation out of corner will go right in. Bounces off of a BGSU player into that upper 90 slot. Take another look at that one. Chef, my goodness. That touch to get around the first defender, that was amazing.
Yeah, really slick ball control there from MSU. They play that so well, and that center was an absolute blitzer for sure. With the kickoff now, going off to the MSU side. We'll see, or rather the BGSU side of the spectrum. We'll see what Ham can do here. Ball control off the wall. Doing a fair amount of hopping and hipping over the heads as well here, Bull Skunk. You like to see it. Quick little demo here. Slick Billy in control, but in a position to get 50. Get in a back end bump, and Pro says, I'll happily take that away from you.
Slow. Touch into the corner. Loses the 1v2. Ball's coming all the way back the other direction. Quick move from MSU. A little bit of contact. Created an opening. Corey able to get in front of that ball, but unfortunately can't get it out of the box. Jeff able to find the rebound and their second goal of the game.
Something's not there, Bull Skunk. All of a sudden, it's nobody's home on multiples of these goals. The first and the third specifically. It's tough times for BGSU on the defense. Looks like they really bolstered up their confidence off of game one, but they're leaving way too many slots open, and MSU is just capitalizing left, right, and center.
That needed to calm it back down a little bit. Montana State certainly not going to make it easy here on Bowling Green. That is for darn sure. Bixlow with a great steal out of the corner. Only has Ham to beat. Tried to bounce it over him, but Hannon makes the read. Chef with the touch over to Pros. Pros knocks it back down. Decides to take it themselves as Chef gets demoed. Ham just wait at the midfield line in this 2v3. Awkward touch there. Bixlow able to capitalize. Bounces it in towards 3 players and goes all the way to near post. Ham credited with a save there. Does manage to squeak that ball out to Pros and get it out of the zone. It was a dangerous look for a moment. Now Chef back the other way. Great pass off the wall. Ham shot will go high. It's still in front of the net. Chef pushes it the outside. Montana State maintain possession.
Yeah, look at Montana off these touches here on the wall. Even when it's heading back towards the opposite end of the pitch to MSU side, they just continue to barrage on the midfield. They're not letting that ball cross, and Chef and Pros have just been on my radar with those nice, great touches, looking to set up opportunity. Chef going in for what we're going to go ahead and call the fake, gives that opportunity to the good old Ham to seal the deal. MSU, with this advantage now, 2 minutes on the clock, tough times for BGSU in game 2.
Yeah, this one's almost all but over. A good goal for BGSU could help to bring that confidence back up and send them into game 3, you know, with a little more wind in their sails than we're currently seeing. Or he's gonna get it stolen right off. Oh, that's back up there from Pros. Good defensive move from Slick Billy. Oh, what a touch from Slick Billy. There goes that goose egg. Slick Billy inspiring the Bowling Green squad.
You said it yourself. That touch, look at that. I mean, that's a connection that you're not going to forget about in this game. Well done, BGSU, keeping up the tenacity. The mentals are ideally as high as they can be here. 3-goal deficit, minute 30. We haven't seen anything short of miracles in the past, Bull Skunk. Let's see what they can do here with this remaining time. Corey, nice little touch. Going to be too light, though. And picks up the pieces, looking for a bit of an odd touch, pinch off the wall here. Chef contesting, off to Pros. Nice little pass here. The net's looking really open now with the flick to hop it over. Gives Bixlow a chance, however, to contest in the air. Not the connection they were after.
An early demo kind of hindered Montana State on that one, but it did eat 20 seconds off the clock from the previous Bowling Green goal. Little centering pass to Corey, didn't have much on it. Easily cleared there by Pros. Bixlow over the top, manages to get around 2. Like move for Bixlow, has teammates in front of them. Corey has to back pass to Slick Billy. And just pushed it over one head, tried to pinch it off the ground, but Ham is able to stick with that ball and is forced back to the outside. Bixlow returns to the pitch to get that pass off. Corey's going to put it off the wall for a second time. Unfortunately, Bowling Green just can't quite get it towards the net.
I will say, however, for Bowling Green right now, Bull Skunk, this past minute that has occurred really felt like the majority of what the last game was. Much more composed, didn't necessarily have the pace to deliver the ball to the net, but very much in control, and they're doing a good job of even Bixlow, again, looking to get a taste of that net there and deliver the goals. It's much better, but the time is just not there to continue to build upon that momentum.
They've almost got that near post bounce pass down. They've done it a few times now. Ooh, the touch from Billy, not enough. The ball with the backspin slides in to break the hearts of Bowling Green. Montana State will tie up the series on the back of that unlucky thing. Oh my goodness.
This entire game has had some very interesting touches and goals based off of them. It's been a completely different than what game 1 was. Whether it's MSU just being super dominant here and Chef saying, we're up 4, I'm going to go up for this if it's ain't nobody's business. And on that, the timer runs out. MSU get that win. Where did BGSU go here, Bull Skunk? What happened that game?
I mean, MSU just would not let them touch the ball. Would not let them out of their own half either. I mean, the shot's very indicative of that 9-5 favoring Montana State. It was 7-5 favoring Bowling Green last time. So, you know, the Bobcats able to completely flip that one on its head and just basically play keep away is what it looked like to me. They just were not letting BGSU near that ball.
No, and the problem was for the side of BGSU, they just fell away from the roots of what game 1 was to them, which was strong possession, very composed gameplay. I believe it was a minute or 2 in. You said things got to calm down a little bit, and I 100% agree with you. BGSU was looking very, very much, what's the word I'm looking for? Amped up off of game 1, right? Just super aggressive, looking to pummel it and say, yo, we can do this. We can play fast. But that wasn't what got them the win on game 1. It was their patience. It was their ball control. It was looking out for each other on the pitch that allowed them to connect on these goals. Getting into this next game now, they got to really tidy up these oddball touches and not leave any open nets. At the very minimum, they have to deal with that portion of the defense.
Yeah, and I mean the battle at the midfield line needs to go their way a bit more too. I don't know if it's a matter of winning
Sure.
50s, or but just making sure they can get past that midfield line. Maybe it's more passing, is an option to try to do that as well. But whatever it takes for them to get out of their own zone, BGSU have got to find Montana State half a bit more. That there was a 30 seconds, maybe 45 seconds there towards the end of that game where they looked really good, but it was
Yep.
still. It was still way too little, too late, and they weren't able to get a goal off of that particular volley.
Tough times here. A new series though, a fresh look, a new approach to life, or at least this best of five now. Slick Billy doing what Slick Billy does best. Nice little bip and bop over the tops of MSU here. Now in the hands of Corey. That's what you see. Look at the tenacity and the push on that ball. Really, really nice ball control. And just looking for the setup and say, yo, it's going center. Somebody get there.
Yeah, love the challenge. The tenacity, indeed, perseverance on display from Slick Billy. Not giving up on that play, not giving up on that ball. Getting it center and a 13-second goal to start things off here at Game 3. And Bowling Green State looking alive already. Oh, Prose's ball takes a great bounce from Montana State. Third player coming in. Ham wants to look at this one. Still can't put it in the back of the net.
I'm telling you, when I get those chills down my back, they happen for a reason. I'm like totally feeling the game one vibes again out of this one now. For both these teams, they both seem warm, right? MSU also getting a little bit fun with it. Ham heading for a nice little secondary touch, and that's the kind of stuff.
Huge.
Look at the blitz. My goodness, Chef. It's those second touches, Bull Skunk, that are converting for MSU.
That's Chef's fourth on the day, getting a hat trick in Game 2, and then that far post zinger tie things up here at Game 3. We have got ourselves a match, friends.
Buckle up, Corey, on the kickoff here. Going to look to Slick Billy. Nice little, again, these really, really keen, well-executed touches from both BGSU and MSU here. And notable for going up early this time, looking for the ground play instead. Gives Slick Billy a chance to be up a little bit quicker. Big slow off the wall. Looking to get a meaningful touch, but instead it's going to be the hard clear back. And the Ham goes absolutely ham for MSU, delivering yet again another present.
This one going over too, just a pass to themselves off the back wall. Corey decides the last second they got to try to play near post as opposed to intercept, and it was a decision made too late. Kind of got frozen in the middle. Ham absolutely capitalized. Back-to-back goals for Montana State within 17 seconds of each other.
Brace thyself here. Still 4 minutes to go of play here. Pros now in control. Instead, going to pass that down to Corey. It's going well over the head of Ham now. Two pushing on the net. Ooh. Nice opportunity for Bixlow and Corey, respectfully. Liking what Slick Billy's doing as well to keep it in play. And look at the possession. Really good job here from BGSU this game.
Yeah, they're playing the midfield a lot better than we saw in Game 2. Slick Billy, they're just harassing Chef, not letting him near the ball. Steals it away, goes over two in front of the net. Ham slows them down just with their mere presence, and Slick Billy ends up petering out towards the end of that. Great possession. But Corey's going to come in for another try here, playing it out of the corner. Loses their teammate behind him. Big slow. Pushes up. Could be a dangerous move. Slick Billy spawns in time to get into the action. Ball is cleared out, but this is a dangerously empty Bowling Green net. Only Chef is back there. Woo! Chef isn't there, but Pros is here to continue to put the hurt down.
MSU really patient on the floor. As much as they like to go up, simplicity is often the key to success. That's an absolute laser beam, by the way, from Pros. MSU sticking true to their roots as well, being tenacious on the offense and not letting BGSU really pressure that midfield as much as they found success on in the first game here. Ham, nice little chip off the top of the cart, goes a bit high and gives Corey a chance to clear, but look at the difference from MSU now. The follow-ups are all over the place.
Bowling Green did leave a big gap. It was a problem in Game 2. Like Billy coming off the respawn to push up. Left the defense wide open there. Chef now looking for another opening. Finds none. Bixlow along the wall, drops down in front, gets met by two, sandwiched between. Ball spits out towards Bowling Green's favor, at least. Jeff picking it up at midfield. It's like Billy with a nice touch, goes to the corner, grabs a big pot of gold while they're at it. And trying to work it back around as we cross the halfway mark. MSU up by a pair. Corey gets the steal, bounces out of the corner. Chef going up. Bixlow's going to go ahead and just stay down low. Eventually, it's like Billy that beats Ham to the ball. Battle from midfield definitely improving from BGSU. And then you go ahead and push it into that other half. It's just been a bit of back and forth for the past 30 seconds. And MSU are watching this clock anxiously.
Yeah, I'm really liking, though, what MSU is doing in terms of pressure. They've been absolutely barraging the net for the past 30 seconds, and it's It's showing. You can see this ball ain't leaving the blue side of the pitch, and it's been a mega problem as it hovers and floats, and you get tastes and whiffs of it. And Pros now up, looking to get a little bit of a secondary touch to redirect it back in the right neighborhood. Instead, it's a pass to Corey, received by the Chef. Down to the corner we go. Pros here, chasing it, trying to contemplate what's happening on the next play as the clear attempt comes in from BGSU, but it's not powerful enough as Ham on the midfield again receives it and says, right on back to you, my friends.
Not able to hold as much possession here as their fans would certainly like. They would like. Pros to Chef. Short pass. Intercepted. Corey with the steal. Looking for help along the wall. Get it. It's like Billy comes in. Chef finds the demo. We go towards the side. Oh, Pros takes... Well, right back out. I mean, Bowling Green just cannot stay in the orange half at all. Corey now comes in and trying to make something happen. Has no resources to work with. Like Billy joins him in the corner. Nobody get anything done. A favorable pinch. Goes all the way the other side. Corey's going to come over to intercept. Time running out here for Bowling Green in game 3.
What are you going to do? I mean, you're up in the air and Chef is on the ceiling just waiting for you, like looking to cook on top. And hey, ooh. BGSU! Slick Billy! Let's watch that little replay here. Great little solo play with the control, contesting off the left side there. Right, Pros had the right idea though, playing it deeper, looking for the deny, but absolutely stuffed there from BGSU.
It's not the first time we've seen just incredible persistence from Slick Billy result in a goal here for Bowling Green. And then it's another one where it took multiple touches and Slick Billy just stays with the play, just does not give up on that ball. Incredible stuff. Now with just 30 to go, Slick Billy over the top, just has one to beat. Chef gets a touch on it, but the ball still right in front of the net. Well, Pro's got a piece of it at the very least. Sends it up to the sky. Corey needs this ball, needs it now. It will spit out along the line. Slick Billy racing for it. Will actually beat Ham to it. Has Corey down low. Has the reset in front of the net. Can't get the touch. The bouncer up high. Dangling in front of the net. The tight goal comes through. Corey is...
So monumental to watch Slick Billy just cook individually. Whether it was going to get stuffed in or not, I mean, you felt that from a mile away. Like your heart's pounding at a million. 10 seconds to go. The chance goes either way here. Where are we going here, Bull Skunk? What is this series so far?
I have no idea. I mean, the way this is going, we may not even see overtime. I'm kind of expecting a 0-second for these two teams. Yeah, hoping to deliver it to Montana State. Punches it all the way down. No, the ball will drop. It's golden goal time. We're headed to overtime for game 3. 3-3 score line. Like Billy with a great touch off the kickoff.
With that, Chef here to receive it in the corner. Slick Billy looking to pick up the pieces of what the kickoff was and what it wants to be here. Corey looking at the corner. Down below. No one's there at midfield to receive the center. Going to give the clear opportunity, but it's not strong enough. Instead, Slick Billy playing to himself to send it back again. Another touch comes into play. The ball's a floater, but Pros is there to get a taste of it really quickly. Follows up with a bit of a demo. On top, the blitzer from Bixlow met with the forehead of the Ham. Going to get denied.
It was a really important touch from Corey at the midfield line. There was nobody back behind midfield. If Corey misses that, this game is done. Corey finds a good demo there as well. But Ham's going to take a look at this. Near post blocked by Rick, but it rolls over the top. And Montana State steal away game 3 and the lead in the series.
Such slaughter goals. I mean, this evening there's been at least 2 or 3 of them where you're just like, what in the world? Like, we're watching them just feed the string through the tiniest of needle holes there for MSU. Came down to the OT, but BGSU showed us really what they were all about from game 1 and gave us a taste of it again in third game here at Bull Skunk. Happy to see they're still pushing. They're very much in this.
Very, very tenacious squad. I mean, I think we're talking about identity at the top of this broadcast and schools kind of finding their identity. I think that's what I'm saying from BGSU here. It is just straight perseverance. Like this is a team that just don't give up on the play, don't give up on the ball, and that's when they're looking their best. Now, don't want to get too excited. You know, we're talking about maybe getting a little too amped up. We saw it there. Got a little dangerous towards the end. Part of the reason they end up dropping that, they get pushed up a little too far, and it takes desperation touches. It takes miracle touches to keep the ball out of the net. And Montana State able to capitalize on that in 2 games in a row.
I like BGSU when they're contesting early, Bull Skunk. That's where I think they found good success. And when they give MSU a chance to set up and put them in an awkward spot, they pay the price, generally speaking. So with that, Slick Billy going up nice and early, doing much of that early contest as well to push that ball over to the orange side. Bixlow, it's a floater above the bar. Could be slotted, but a little bit short. The third man, do we have Corey? Oh, my days.
Pros blocks the double tap. Corey had it perfectly set up, and Pros knew where to be. Now carrying it all the way back down into the blue half. If BGS, you have to be annoyed at that one, and even more so now as Ham sneaks one in the upper 90.
Let's watch this replay here. Ham off the wall for what I would dare to say is a very nutty angle for MSU. Ham has been just slotting it this evening, even the final goal in the last match we saw.
There when you need him most. Now Ham with a touch off a near post, but gets punched back in by Corey. Here comes Mixlow, bouncing off the ground and tie us up. An immediate response coming out of Bowling Green.
Love the stuff back and forth. Corey's support was there. Third man showed up to the party and said, hey, yo, I'm here to clean up these pieces somebody called. Nice job, BGSU. Again, the same thing you said on desk and what we talked about the past couple series. We're going to beat it to a pulp to a certain extent. Tenacity is the key here. And as the ball travels, big slow. Nice reception. Gives it a nice warm hug here. Chef picking up a demo en route, but ball still moving towards the orange side. Got to be very careful despite the numbers advantage.
Big Slow was their first goal of the series. Everybody on the pitch has at least one to their name throughout this series. Jeff looking to tally up another one. A great pass. Oh my, what a block from Corey. Unbelievable for Corey. It was a perfect pass. Jeff looking for another one here is, once again, Montana State go on the offense. Big Slow playing on the corner. Ooh, nice move to get the touch and the boost, but loses control of the ball.
It's like Billy now, hard clear. Going to be a light touch to give Ham to look at it, and it's traveling. Pros shows up at the most opportunistic time to get that. Now, Corey off the corner here. Light touch. Got to be careful. This is danger territory. It's a floater. It's going down, but still in a relatively safe space there as Slick Billy picks up the pieces of that floating ball.
Slow will end up working out, having worried for a second. That one not as much. Pushed over to the outside, but fast for Pros to get a piece of it. Does get a piece of that ball, though. What a redirect. And then that went in front of the net. Look, Billy, out of the sky. Put that one up. Wants to work with the backboard. Pros in the perfect position. Almost got the pass right in front of Chef. Yeah, what a setup from their own backboard. Does get stolen away, but Ham is there at the midfield. Counter one. Corey comes in. Long distance shot. Sneaks its way in from midfield. Corey gives BGSU the lead.
Ham set that one up really nicely. I think Corey making the decision to go for the shot versus a wall play and a follow-up or a center from a teammate was the best thing that BGSU could have done. I want more of that, Bull Skunk. I want some more shots on net and just some pokes here to see if MSU can deal with those saves, those precarious moments.
I was thinking in a previous volley, BGSU were kind of just keeping the defense honest. You know, we saw that look from Bixlow. That wasn't necessarily a high-powered shot. I mean, it's just to make sure Montana's still awake and paying attention. Off from midfield. Slick Billy with a great steal. Right off the hood of Ham. Bixlow, touch into the corner. Backed up by Corey. Slick Billy's backing off. Is going to come in. The race is won, but they have to sacrifice their car just to keep the ball in the zone, and reinforcements are just going to go ahead and rotate back.
This is a really fun moment for MSU now. How do they deal with 2 minutes left in the clock under pressure down by 1, right? Are they going to go ahead and adopt the BGSU style of play of just getting really aggressive with it, or are they going to stay true to their opportunity-seeking approach to the game and look to slaughter in? But Slick Billy here, again, with great control off the backboard, continues the pressure on Ham, a redirect, going to go towards Pros now. Nice reception from Corey, reset again for Bixlow, getting a nice little soft touch on her to push it off to the corner. And some pinches here are sending this ball every which way sideways, actually.
Ball is going to end up dropping in front of the net. Going up for it. Bixlow can't get enough of it. Pros sneaks one in. What was this shot? Show me this angle. Chef with an incredible pass. Oh, the dink towards the near post side. Smart play from an experienced player. Montana State with a tying goal.
Pros absolutely dust that one into net, by the way. The lightest touch required was just
so much finesse.
That's a really good word, by the way. Finesse is truly it. Just absolutely artistic.
Another good word.
We try.
Pros can certainly be an artist. Look at this shot, the lead. Pros there to stuff it home. And back-to-back shots from the artist himself. As pros highlights the shot from Chef, and Montana State are looking to close this out in 4.
MSU does such a good job of leading each other into passes, right? You have connections
Seriously.
that are sometimes in my like drop too short, right? And you're wondering, well, I can't really do anything. There's no momentum behind my shot. MSU does a really good job of hooking each other up with the plays and delivering the pizzas on demand. You know what I mean? Just really fun to watch.
Yeah, it feels like a lot of the time whoever's receiving the pass doesn't have to break stride at all. Like, they don't have to slow down in the slightest. Definitely good stuff here. Bowling Green State feeling the pressure now as we have crossed into double digits on the clock. Like Billy trying to get it out of the corner, but Ham is there. It's Corey at the touch along the wall, dropping a Bixlow's lap pass back up to Corey. Can't get it there. A little bit too out in front for that one. Bowling Green's pass is not quite as solid as Montana State's. That shot was fantastic. The save even better. Bixlow wants something to transition on the other side. Manages to sneak under one in the corner. Here comes Pros to help out. Will get the touch. Now trying to beat 2. Can get only over 1. Like Billy with the pass back inside, but Montana State are stacked up in front of the net. Big clear. Corey keeps it out of their own net. 12 seconds on the clock. Pros trying to play it up top. Whoa. Touch goes in. Ham gets just enough of it. Montana State just put the nail in the coffin.
Remarkable how you can feel the environment in the room change with just a minute on that clock, right? BGSU went into full send mode, Bullskunk. Like they said, listen, we have to go and we have to go now. But that allowed MSU just to capitalize on the odd touches and awkward positions that BGSU was put in near the net. They have no fear when it comes to these odd times, MSU, and they're just so good at managing the clock and their pressure that they're putting on.
A tough loss here for the Falcons. They remain winless, going to 0-6. There's definitely some signs of life, and definitely some signs of tenacity and perseverance, and love to see it. Montana State, though, would not give up. We're not going to let it go to that Game 5. They've already lost 2 Game 5s this season. Oh, they're not letting this one go the distance. They managed to shut it down here and now. Game 4, they move up to 3-3 on the season.
Yeah, as I look back and reflect on BGSU, you know, and if I go back and watch the replays, there's a few select things that need to be worked on. Just some small tweaks here and there, some better coverage in net on the defense, some more meaningful touches, and like what we saw MSU doing, leading the teammates towards a goal with the passes to connect them. The haste of those passes for MSU, I think, is what really worked well for them. So again, stellar series nonetheless. Despite the let's say that the match is not working out in favor, I think BGSU have a lot of good things to look forward to and continue to develop on as a team.
I look forward to seeing them grow. I look forward to seeing what more the Falcons have for us. There's definitely a lot of, it feels like untapped potential on that squad, and a lot of room for growth. So, you know, I'm looking forward to the rest of their season. I have a feeling they're going to turn it around. They're going to get that win sooner than later. But tip of the hat to Montana State. They even up their record. I mean, looking really solid on the back of some incredible passing. Their passing was so good. I mean, that's going to my notes like, hey, keep an eye on the passing from these guys because it's impressive.
Yeah, it's cool actually that you're maintaining that vision into the future weeks. And for those MSU fans that are watching, keep an eye on the passing. Do us a favor, drop some love in chat and say, hey, passing's been good today. High five, everyone. Yeah, love to see it. It's cool to have these little tidbits here and there. But anyways, I digress, Bull Skunk. That wraps up this series. Interview is coming up here in a hot little moment. So we might be, or not, might be. I think we're going to have Ham joining us for an interview. So we're going to go ahead and get that. Supposedly the wild Ham is going to make an appearance. So let's go to a quick break, resettle back in, and bring that interview to you here in a sec.
Welcome back. We are here in week 6, season 5. Our second match of the night. We got the Auburn Tigers taking on University of Delaware. And this is going to be, I mean, Delaware coming in 7th place. Auburn currently sitting in 8th place. Montana State watching with bated breath, sitting in 9th right now to see the result of this one. So it's going to, you know, this one's going to get interesting. Things, you know, top 8, at least previously, moved on into our fall championship. So we've only got 2 more weeks left after this one. This is going to be a tight race.
Yeah, it's going to be a tight race indeed. And you can't run a race without rosters and knowing who's actually participating in this amazing rally. For the side of the Tigers, we got Dreskel, Mango, and Ariels. For the Blue Hens, familiar faces across the board as well. Stellar, Odds, and Scooter.
This Delaware squad, I mean, they were a powerhouse last season. This season, a little bit of rebuilding going on, a little bit of kind of passing the baton type of thing. But really, really kind of finding their stride. They did drop a series to UTA last week, but won the 3 previous ones. So we'll see if Delaware can regain their momentum here tonight.
Yeah, that'd be the intention for sure. And speaking of Delaware, I've seen them really been dominant and really fun to watch in the games that I've played. I haven't had the chance to cast too much of the Tigers or see them, so I'm really keen to see how they participate in this matchup. And of course, for the side of the Blue Hens, they are just relentless on their offense, and that's what makes them so exciting to watch. That to me is like the Blue Hen standout factor.
I talked about how Delaware lost their match last week to UTA. Well, Auburn actually the only team to beat University of Texas at Arlington, taking that victory in week 4. So just by transitive, it will give Auburn the slight edge here, the newest team in EGF. Going to maintain their spot in 8th, perhaps even punch up a couple of ranks.
Yeah, it's the hopes and dreams. And right off the kickoff, my goodness, that ball was flying at absolute light speed across the pitch. Both these teams coming into it hot. Odds with a nice little chip there towards net, getting rejected there by Mango. Up we go again. Dreskel looking to connect. Not able to receive anything on the opposite end of that now. Stellar 20 boost. We have the Kachow special. We have that as the first goal. It's a bopper, and it's going to get followed up by Odds. It wasn't the Lightning McQueen, but you like to see Delaware on the board nice and early.
First time I've seen that car in action. Good pass.
So fun.
Setting up Odds perfectly. Oh, it's great. It's great. I love the car.
Look at that. Oh, it's so good. Just makes me, you can't help but smile, Bull Skunk, when you see
can't help
that
but
thing.
smile. I agree. I agree.
It's so good. So fun. As is this game. I mean, Delaware getting off on a really good foot here. Stellar just getting a little look at that net again now. Pushing it. You see aerials from above there. Pushing it. Even for both these teams, I said pushing it in like one sentence, and that's the fact. They're really looking to bring this ball forward and are playing so quick with each other.
Yeah, this is a pretty fast-paced game. Race into the corner. Dreskel snags the boost away, and Mango keeps it in. A little chip shot over the top, deflected by Odds. Worked it back to the outside. Aerials. It's going to snag it. Interesting little flick there. Yeah, that was a cool catch indeed. Oh, nice touch from Scooter, though. Not allow that rebound shot, but it's put right back in front of the net. Aerials is going to take a look. Goes up high with it. Looks for the second touchdown low. Stellar with the block. Stellar with another block. Another rebound shot, and Scooter able to get in front of this one. Auburn, well, no, excuse me. Delaware with some impeccable defense here. Got the orange team in blue and the blue team in orange. That is gonna mess me up at some point.
That's inevitable. At the end of the day, we'll just watch that scoreboard on the top. Mango, though, holy collateral damage here. What's going on? We're out for some body checking here this evening.
Yeah, apparently this just turned into a straight demolition derby. I was worried about the ball. Let's just ram into each other. I'm kidding, of course, Fritz. Mango with the touch here in towards aerials, but it's going to go over their head. It's actually Dreskel who gets the shot off. Not finding any pay dirt, though. Auburn, long distance shot. Buys a lot of space. They're able to work into the blue half.
We transition from Dreskel now to Mango. Off to the corner, looking for a touch there. Feeling frisky at this point. Ball getting close, but I like the defense right now. Really good work there from Odds, just playing that backboard, being super duper patient. A lot of precarious positions, but looks like Delaware is doing a really good job of dealing with the aggression coming out from Delaware, or from Auburn, sorry.
It's Stellar finally able to get it out of there. Stellar's got a lot to work with. Stellar speeds that one in. Lightning indeed, striking twice here for Delaware.
I was high-key expecting the higher up center, right? Somewhere towards mid-net, but it was far from that. That was just really good ground play. Nice push there from Stellar now. Mango in control, looking to deliver much the same, maybe a little bit higher up, but met off the backboard here by Stellar. Odds right to aerials. Nice little light touch. Going to force Scooter to reposition, but there's no follow-up, allowing the orange team to really get control yet again. Now Odds maintaining that same tenacity. Dreskel, really good denial towards the net end of things, and we're getting a lot of, let's say, midfield battles going on. No one's really been able to contest that backboard the past 10-15 seconds. Nice stuff.
Oh, but Stellar did manage to push in here. Pass from Scooter. Shot blocked. Beautiful setup there from Delaware. Ariel's working back the other direction now. As Mango in the middle, that one's gonna go high. Mango coming in looking for the second touch, can't find it. Ball and just bounces out, and out comes Auburn, excuse me, out comes Delaware to meet him.
I feel you, by the way, Bull Skunk, with this color situation. I truly do. I can't sit here and say I'm not feeling the struggles, but off we go here. Scooter, midair, no one's there, no one's home. Stellar says, well, you know what? This is my chance to walk in with the festive treats for this matchup. What a banger from Lightning McQueen there. Aerials was looking intently towards the contest, was just a second too late to the party.
Are starting to mount here. Montana State getting excited, realizing, hey, if Delaware can keep playing like this, then they won't be in the bottom 8 anymore. Auburn will fall below that halfway line. Of course, it's still early. Not counting out the Tigers just yet by any means. This has been pretty much one-way traffic thus far. Delaware full in control. Pace has slowed a bit here as we've gotten into the final minute of game 1.
Yeah, it certainly has, and I think a lot of that has been driven by Delaware, who are not really chasing the ball or looking to deliver it towards net as much. They'd rather run the timer down, get some really good meaningful touches and passes back and forth, but that's a really nice little 50 opportunity. It's going right towards net, and it gets deflected. Oh, never mind, I lied. It's right in there for Driscoll. I'm going to give Auburn at least one for the road here.
Driscoll sticking with this one, showing us that perseverance that we like to see out of Bowling Green. Driscoll staying with it, getting those extra multiple touches. Whatever it takes for Auburn to get one in. Gotta liven up the Tigers here a bit. Wake up the comms, get some energy going. Still a little bit of time left to bring us back, although it's gonna be tough.
Yeah, gonna be a mission indeed here. Scooter off the left wall. Gonna be giving Stellar a friendly knock on the door with the pass here. Contesting and keeping the pressure. Driscoll in control. 13 seconds and a dream 2-goal deficit. I would love to see Auburn come back here, but there's just not enough time, not enough pressure, as Delaware continues to press and deny every goal opportunity, minus that one, and it's still good. Driscoll just everywhere all at once.
We saw Delaware really favoring just taking away boost as opposed to going for the ball there in the final minute. They just didn't want to give any resources over to Auburn. There was no shot at any kind of transition goal, no backfield. Very mindful behavior coming out from Delaware. Great strategy. I mean, just rob them of resources, and there's no way they're going to get 2 goals in 30 seconds.
No shot. And Delaware, I think, was just a little bit ahead of the game in terms of the passes and connections. There was a couple good catches from Auburn as well. What was looking very much like it was going to be a goal had there been a conversion, a little bit more haste behind it. But I think right from second 0, as soon as that kickoff occurred, like I looked at my screen, I'm like, where is this ball even going? Like everyone was boosting it and Mach 6 in this ball. I'm like, these guys are here to play. They're not going to go ahead and hold back whatsoever. And that's, I think, what the Blue Hens do best. They just keep that pace really high.
And I anticipate to stay nice and high here as we get into game 2. Would not surprise me to see both these teams just come out of the gate swinging. I'd anticipate an early goal, if not a pair, in the opening minute here at game 2. Obviously, the Tigers hoping it'll go their way. Shots were even. Shots were 7-7. Tigers got some offense built. You marking it? All right.
I'm right.
1 minute goals.
I'm writing I'm writing down Bull Skunk's predictions. Just like I have to make sure that
predictions. Yes.
We're gonna go back to these.
I'm just saying. I think it's gonna be an explosive start. I mean, both these teams came to play. You said it yourself. No doubts there.
I'm with you, Chief. I got my little hand-inscribed notes written on my palm here. We'll see if we do get our quick little early goals coming out now. Driscoll in control here. Scooter met off the ceiling, and Mango now keeping the pressure. Stellar with a nice little push down, and hopefully able to receive and pick up those pieces.
Well, there's a lot of contact in front of the net. Scooter, I think, who made that hit. Stellar now in the backfield. Ariels gets demoed, but Driscoll's able to get a touch on the ball. It's a little high. Desperate move. Scooter beats Mango to that rebound. Driscoll drop it back for Ariels. It is pushed back towards the net, but they have to settle for a corner play. Driscoll coming in to help in that endeavor. Drop the pass. Shots wide again. Auburn get 2 good looks and can't make good on either of them.
That was the opportunity for Auburn. Scooter was a little bit awkward there as well. Ariels was getting led really nicely with that pass. It was just a little bit too wide now. Mango, great little touch downwards for Driscoll.
Ooh.
Beautiful. absolute textbook support there from Auburn University.
Yeah, the backup from Mango. Mango get that touch right there. Oh my goodness. Pre-jump that from outside. That was before near post when they make that jump and just slide across, hoping for the dunk. They end up getting the great redirect. That ball would not have gone in otherwise. Mango, what an important goal for Auburn as well.
Super duper important. With a minute in, it's great to be on that board and give yourself some time to work with Scooter. Gentle little touch here, looking to set something up for Stellar now, receiving the back end of it, going to hop it over Dreskel's head, but Dreskel very aware. Oh, I like this backwards touch, by the way. Really good. Odds going to pummel it to the top of the backboard and hopes that someone's there to pick up the pieces. Oh, and it's Scooter!
There it is. Yeah, they deserved that one. Delaware just deserved that goal. It was such an incredible series of touches and passes. I mean, even that where all three players get involved in a drop down from the top of the goal with a follow-up pass from Stellar to Scooter. Incredible.
Love to watch this Blue Hens get at it. I mean, in moments of shortcoming, look at this pummel again. What's Odds up to here, though?
I was just looking for Mango down the middle, but Stellar just stole it away. Fortunately for Auburn, Dreskel was able to challenge him, win the 50. Long ball, Dreskel gets a piece of that one too. Tries to drop it back to Mango. Stellar with a read. It's going to be Odds there with a great challenge, pushing it back into the blue half. He's going to drop the ball. Oh, I think expected Stellar to come up for it. Stellar wins the challenge. Patience rewarded. Delaware still can't get a shot on net out of it. Oh, bad bounce for Delaware. Ball goes around Scooter. Ariel's is going to bounce it off the ground towards the net. Difficult for Odds to get control over it, but gets enough of it to force it outside.
Yeah, Scooter looking for a little bit more aerials, a little bit of a self-touch, self-setup here. No, this is a good floater right here. This can be delivered, but not without Scooter on that backboard. Didn't see that for a second. A blitz of a shot. Odds, do we get a second touch? No bueno. Dreskel, really good ball control. Offense and defense, I'm seeing that participation all across the pitch.
Can we highlight that pass from Scooter off of their own backboard right onto Odds' hood? That was insane. Here comes Odds again with another look at the goal. That one's going to get intercepted. Stellar was trying to get Mango, but Mango danced around him and stayed on the front line. Back the other way. Auburn in front of the net. Mango bounces it off the top. It's a shot from Dreskel off the ground. Stellar keeps it out of the goal. Well, Odd touches on that ball. Ends up at the corner. Ends up with a shot coming off Stellar's hood. Mango walks away with it, though.
Odds was really itching for just one more pass there, chasing that ball down the pitch. Had it been there, that would have been a blitzer for Delaware. Precarious cleared right across the front of the net for Ariels. Stellar, a little bit too high. I'm going to give Mango a friendly boop on the back to say, hey, how you doing? Watch your rears. Hard clear off of that now for Dreskel. Pushing it down, met by Stellar in the corner. Looking for a pass down below. Not going to get it, but instead right to Ariels. Pick up by Odds. Not the best touch for Auburn.
Oh!
What a rinser from Scooter.
My. Yeah, Odds just absolutely broke the axles of Ariels, and Dreskel left in a very difficult situation. Wide open right half. Great placement from Scooter. What a pass from Odds.
Yeah, tough moment there. Scooter delivered the results of what should have been what we saw a few goals ago, or a few minutes ago rather. Awkward times for Dreskel. Odds here now. Going to go ahead and just absolutely whack that ball in the face and just try and clear it out. Mango receives it. Top high, but we're still kind of debating who's got when and what. A minute plus on the board here. Bull Skunk. Auburn just tasting the chance to equalize.
Yeah, there's a bit of a mistake from Auburn, though. They're fortunate that the Blue Hens didn't jump on that quicker. Eventually, Auburn gets out of their zone. They're going to take a look. Long distance one at that. Now, Auburn tried to play it out, but has no boost to work with. Scooter played it out of the score. Delaware try to see if they can put the nail in the coffin. Odds will score with 41 to go.
Yeah, let's get that little replay here. I like this pressure coming out from Scooter. The pass, again, just absolutely awesome. When Scooter centers, it's got some haste to it. I mean, that's been the theme here for Delaware. Their centers come with speed, and it makes it very difficult to read for Auburn.
I mean, just even if you can make the read, it's so hard to get in front of them.
Totally.
With 2 goals on 3 shots thus far. One here. It was a great steal from Mango. Keep Auburn at least have a shot at this one. Keep him in the running. game 2. Otherwise, they'd be staring down the barrel of a match point. Driscoll fighting at midfield line. Scooter wins that bout. Drops the ball out of the air and is going to let it bounce. This is all about control from Delaware. They're so good in these last-minute scenarios. They're not going to overextend their hand, playing this very smart, rob all the resources they can, and just bleed that clock away. Delaware move up to match point, one step closer to evening up their record.
Yeah, you watch Delaware play, and it's really cool that you point out their last-minute gameplay. Not very many teams, I can say, you could see that much of a change in the last minute and a half, especially when the goals are going in their favor. That shift and that focus and that attentiveness on ball control, you like to see it from the Blue Hens. It just tells me that they're not always about the first 3 minutes. They understand the backside of a game as well. Like and obviously Rocket League is soccer. It's car soccer here. Compared to playing in actual soccer, you go that 90-minute game. What's your game plan in the last 15, 20 when you have the goal? It's ball control. It's really smart, well-conducted touches.
I mean, Delaware playing that super smart indeed. Running away with this like 3-1 both games thus far. And it's felt like Delaware has been in control. I mean, shots have been close. Shots were 10-9 in that last one, 7-7 in game 1. So it's not like the Tigers are getting completely shut out on offense. Like, they're generating some chances, but unfortunately they're not converting on them.
And that's okay. You know, for the Tigers, the series may not be going necessarily in the right direction, but I think the approach that they're taking, their gameplay as a whole has been good. They just have to polish up some odds and ends here and figure out what makes Delaware that much better. Really, I think it's their ball control and their team synergy, along with some really, great touches that makes them worthwhile. And again, a moment like this is where I'd love to see Delaware be ready to capitalize on a Scooter whiff like that and really drive that ball towards the open net. And it's happening, but just not able to finish it off with a nice, well-placed ball.
I mean, that's nobody from Auburn had any boost. We cut to Aerials and to Driscoll on that approach. They were both at 0, and Delaware comes in with all the resources in the world to counterpunch.
That absolute bomber from Scooter. And it feels like, although the ball is flying at Mach 6, Delaware's like thinking in the future, honestly. And they're looking to pick up the pieces in any which way that ball goes, whether it's a odd touch or a miss or a perfectly well-placed center. And Driscoll here going up early, looking to intercept Stellar. It's the right idea, just not the right execution.
They're just going to put one off the backboard. Goes all the way to the other corner to get another touch on it. Bob's Aerials off. Odds like that boost while Stellar and Scooter hold the line here in the corner. Touch from each. The ball is out. Stellar into the sky. Trying to push it past Mango. Mango circling around. Has Driscoll to beat on the near post. Driscoll gets a piece of it, but it's kept in. Mango down near post. Gets, the second touch. Oh, Aerials. What a save. That was just in slow motion. Aerials just arm reached out going, no.
You look at Delaware and what they've been working with on this aggressive push for the past 20 seconds. It all converted off of one of Aerial's bad touches towards their own goal side or their own side of the pitch. That can't happen, right? We really need to be driving the ball to the enemy team side of the pitch here. So I got to be very frank with you here. If Auburn want to make a change, they're going to have to get that ball away from their goalpost, and it's not going to start with the wrong direction touches coming their way.
And it was another awkward touch. It's kind of Driscoll and Mango, both in there trying to fight odds. Odds comes out with the better end of the deal. Ends up being a perfect pass. Stellar, who just sees a dirt. I mean, there was nothing in net. It was completely wide open. An easy 2-0 for the experienced Stellar. Both the goals, and in their credit right now. Demo in front of the net, and Auburn can bounce back here. Aerials will take a shot, finds a goal, leads cut in half.
Yeah, clean decision from Aerials there. Love what Mango was trying to do. Stellar, as per the usual, was off that backboard to deny it. But at the matter of the fact is follow-ups matter, and Auburn are continuing to be relentless. Let's get more of that here, Little Skunk. Let's see some more attack on that backboard and really good follow-ups from each other.
Both the previous games were a 3-1 score line in Delaware's favor. If history is going to repeat itself, if Auburn managed to put another one in. Stellar looking for that goal number 3. Just a long distance punt down into the corner. Scooter comes up for the challenge. Grabs it. Grabs the boost. Mango trying to get it out of there, but Odds is in the way. Drops it to Stellar. Stellar's going to play it off the wall. Gets the second touch and gets the goal. We're at 3-1. All 3 for Stellar. That is a hat trick here in game number 3.
Delaware be like, me when I go to the grocery store, right? You got a very clear and distinct list of items you got to pick up. And for Stellar, it's a matter of picking up every single opportunity, contesting every single ball and being there, whether it's off the backboard for a save or on an offensive play, and delivering the goods right into the shopping carts for Delaware. With this 3-1 situation now, we're now at that play style moment where I think Delaware can definitely start toning it down little by little and tapering off their aggressive play style and looking to just maintain this lead that they've earned.
Miller is definitely on him at the moment. Odds gets bumped around. Mango looking for something back of the net. Nobody even close. Odds comes in from all the way on the wall to beat Driscoll to that ball. Now it goes to the net. Looking for a full blocked by Mango. The ball out. Driscoll wins the fifth. Okay, Mango gets a decent touch in. Still can't get it past Stellar and the rest of the Delaware defense. 1, 2, 3, and Scooter is gone.
Like Odds' approach there. Nice little touch to Scooter. Stellar going to go ahead and use the bottom end of McQueen there to just settle that ball down and recalibrate. Mango going up high has been pretty solid on the supporting passes. Scooter off the wall, looking to connect on it. But again, when 150 or one approach goes sideways, there's always somebody from Delaware on the hen side to receive it and pick up the bits.
Great challenges from Delaware all series long. Incredible. Off of another great 50.
And it's what I said like 2 minutes ago. Auburn is just setting up opportunity for Delaware. They're not even clearing it down to something, with power. They're just setting it in a floaty position. And Delaware is seeing that and spotting opportunity. They're almost seeing Auburn as their own teammates in some cases, which is very troublesome.
Ooh, big collision. Ball left for Scooter. History won't repeat itself at game 3, but it's just the Blue Hens continuing to pile on more hurt. Feels like the shot totals aren't even anywhere near as close as we have seen in our first 2 games. Driscoll looking to change that. Over the top. Try to pass it down. Nobody there. Ball lands on a Delaware car. Stellar has Odds and Scooter in front of him. Wow. It's Odds who gets the shot. Odds who gets the goal. Lead increases to 5-1 here with 65 seconds to go in game 3.
Stellar is, I don't, the obvious, just stellar at setting up plays, by the way, and capitalizing on opportunity. And the communication has to be impeccable for the Blue Hens. Like, you knew that someone was saying, yo, I'm ready for the pass, hook it up, like, let's go. And that and just their overall team synergy is just so fun to watch here. With 56 on the clock and a four-goal padding situation here, Bull Skunk, this is a toughie for Auburn. They're gonna have to pull out all the stops and then some.
Yeah, you get a couple of lucky bounces. Everything's got to go your way if you're the Tigers right now.
Yep.
Oh, demo on the Scooter's a good start, but not able to sneak the ball in past Odds. Stellar will just push it back out to where Scooter just spawned. All 3 players get in touch with that ball, hits the ground, and eventually land on the back wall of Auburn. Mango forces it to outside, but it's just Delaware playing their exceptional final minute game. Odds to Scooter. Scooter bounces it off the wall. Odds actually goes in and pushes for a shot. To the 4-goal lead. We're certain in the slightest about giving up any room on the backfield. It's time to celebrate. Delaware will move up to 3-3 on this. 4-2 on the season. Auburn will drop to 3-3, and Montana State will take their place in the top 8.
Really clean series from Delaware. I mean, the sweep in itself is showing what they're all about. And I'm going to just look at one specific play that happened in the past 20, 30 seconds. That touchdown to the individual who just spawned, who I can't recall right now, might have been Odds, I'm not sure. But that's the kind of stuff that Delaware is all about, right? They're just so aware of where they are on the pitch that where we saw the shortcomings for Auburn was just passes that were setting up opportunities for Delaware, whereas Delaware says, you know what? No problem. I'm more than happy to not be the one to clear this ball. My teammate just spawned right. I'm going to go ahead and pass down. And it's just so fun to watch them play. I don't know how else to really phrase it for you.
Stellar is just such a high IQ player. Just makes a lot of really good decisions. It was Stellar who made that pass, who made that decision to, hey, I know Scooter spawning in the corner, drop it over there. Nobody's over there. Easy, clear, clean pass. I mean, it was synergy is there, and I think Stellar is really kind of the driving force and the glue behind this Blue Hen. Or two, we kind of talk about them like they're not quite the powerhouse we're used to. They have their best players graduated, or some of their top scorers graduated. I mean, they're looking pretty darn lethal here. 6 weeks in, 4-2. Do not count out the Blue Hens.
No, far from it. And I think really quickly as we can build off the story a little bit here at Bull Skunk. Let's get right into the interview. We have Stellar who's going to be joining us, and we're going to go ahead and transition that in. Stellar, it is you on the desk again. I remember that face, and I remember that awesome background that you guys have. It's such a cool space to be in. Congratulations on the win, and thanks for joining us again.
Yeah, thank you so much for having me. Thank you.
Awesome. Is that facility new? I don't remember y'all having that facility last year. Am I crazy?
No, we've had this for a while. I think it was before I even got here.
Stella, put your mic a little bit closer to you. I think we're getting a lot of the background noise.
Is it better?
You can manage.
Yeah, it's a little better.
Yeah. Go ahead and repeat what you just said. Sorry.
Yeah, I think they built it in 2020, I think, before I even got here.
Oh, gotcha. I don't know how I could forget such a gorgeous facility. Does that make a big difference, like being able to play with your teammates right there and being in this kind of a facility dedicated to what you're doing? How does that impact your game as opposed to playing remotely?
I think both sides kind of have their benefits for me. It's kind of nice to just be like isolated in my own room when I'm playing, like from home. But then like it is like a completely different thing when you're in a a space that's like designed for it, surrounded by your teammates. So that adrenaline that comes with can also be like a motivating factor that leads to a better performance. So I'd say both have their their upsides and downsides, but I do like playing here a lot.
Awesome. Wisdom.
It's really cool. That, and the plus side is if your teammates next to you, you can just, when they whiff, you can just go knock on them and say, hey, hello, anyone home? What are you doing? Right? That kind of jazz. So my question for you guys is as the weeks have gone by, have you guys found yourself growing and developing as a team at a pace that you think is good? Like, have you guys been working on some things as you've been dealing with wins and losses throughout the season?
Yeah, it's been a bit of a battle, especially after going into the season, we're like, guys, we're going undefeated. This is the year. And then, loss week 1. And then we were building it back up. And then, it was a tough loss last week. They kind of brought us back down. And today was kind of going to be like a battle to see if we were going to, sink down after that loss or kind of bring it back up. And I think we proved that we were able to bring it back up. So hopefully the winning streak will continue after this. I think we're pretty motivated for that.
I'm going to use it again. No shame. That's absolutely stellar. Congratulations, guys. I'll pass it off to Bull Skunk.
I mean, those 2 losses are to Northern Arizona and UTA. I mean, they're two of the strongest schools, and I know y'all are anxious to prove that you belong in that upper echelon as well. What changes, what adjustments are you making moving forward? So, I mean, I'm hopeful we'll see you in face off and be able to get some revenge against one of these schools. What changes would you make heading into that?
Honestly, probably just the mindset. I think week 1 we kind of weren't like prepared for it. I think we were kind of just like trying to ease into it, and they came in full force and floored us. Same thing happened last week. We were kind of just like, oh, we don't recognize like any of these players from last year, and then they still kind of just gave us the work. So I think now going forward, knowing what we know, we'll be able to bring a lot better performance into those matches.
I look forward to it, my friend. Any shout outs you want to give before we let you get out of here?
Yeah, shout out to my teammates, wonderful, my parents, family that might be watching, and Lightning McQueen, best movie of all time.
Yes,
Thank you. We love it too, my friend. Well, thank you so much for coming and talking with us. Congrats again on the dub. Looking forward to speaking with you next time.
Thank you so much.
That's
always a joy to get to talk to the players, Strive.
It just makes you feel so nice. Like it's a true sense of connection, and hearing that they're supporting each other as a team, family getting involved all the time. It just feels so great, and seeing that environment they get to be into that you pointed out right off the rip. That's great. And it's such a great opportunity for all these individual players to have something to work towards and build back and fight for something. Right? That's truly it. Is you come into a season so optimistic and it just doesn't go your way, but it's how you deal with that and how tenacious and adaptable and moldable you are to those losses. And it's Delaware this far into the season, showing what they've shown us today. They're a contender, and they're definitely pushing their way up that midfield.
Oh yeah, I expect us to see them, at least make a shot for the top. Like they've definitely got the ability to really go all the way. So it's gonna be an interesting fall championship. I can't wait. We still got a couple of weeks. We still got to see how some of this shakes up. We still got to see how the rest of this night shakes up. We got one more match coming at you. We're gonna take a little break. When we come back, Xavier will take on Northern Arizona University. And don't forget to show some love to the families out there watching and supporting. This one's for y'all. All right, we'll see you after the break.
And code it lightly. This might be another walk in the day or another walk in the park moment for Northern Arizona University, or we might see what we saw in the past couple series this evening. Some really, really good attempts from teams that were, I don't want to put it any other way except less than likely to be on the board that early and to be so close. So I'm really hoping for the best here for Xavier. Hopefully, as we got deeper and deeper into this season, they've had some time to work out some kinks.
Well, I mean, I will say that Xavier's one win was against Southern California. That is the only loss USC has suffered this entire season, at least in the opening 5 weeks. So not counting whatever happened in their match today. But so with that said, I mean, Xavier, they've taken down Titans before, so NAU certainly can't sleep on them. Though on paper, they've certainly got to be the favorites here. I mean, this is a super high-powered squad coming out of NAU. I mean, just super potent, like massive scoring all the time. They just seem to rack up goals.
That is fact. So let's get down to the rosters and talk about the those that are contributing to the racking of said goals. Xavier have Galaxy, Scrib, and Confused Irish. NAU, Chronicle, Galaxies, and Beast. I will tell you for a fact, watching NAU play, I believe it was last week or the week prior, they were absolutely demonic, dude. They were ballistic on the offense, and they just played so well as a team. So seeing how Xavier's going to deal with that is going to be a really, really fun matchup for us.
Ballistic's a great word for it. I mean, they are downright explosive, and it can be very difficult to try to slow down this NAU squad. So, I mean, Galaxy and Confused Iris, returning players, juniors this year, they've got that synergy. They've been playing with Xavier for a bit. Scrib is the newcomer here on this squad. So, their captain did graduate. Enzo graduated last season, also known as Valor. So, Scrib slotting in here for season 5. And well, apparently still looking for some of that synergy as far as their record's concerned. Although, 2 of those 4 losses were Game 5 losses.
And all interesting points here. And for Scrib, I'm sure, and if it does come down to the point where we get to chat with Xavier one of these days, slotting into a team that's kind of been vibing, existing is not an easy feat in a lot of cases. And it does take time to meld and adjust and find that synergy and your place amongst the home. But for NAU and seeing how they've been so dominant in their matches, it feels like they've really got their stuff figured out. I'm expecting them to walk in with a very level mind, stick to their style of play that we've come to love and see. And for Xavier, what do they got in the tank, though, is the question, right? I'm sure they've had the chance to see NAU play and understand their play style. How they adapt to that or try to adapt to that at the very minimum is what I'm looking out for.
And Beast has been a large part of that, the newcomer here for the Lumberjacks this season. And has slotted in beautifully, like just seems to fit right into the style of this highly aggressive go style that is NAU. Been a huge X factor for them and a big reason they're 4-1.
I'm with you. And Beast does stand out as a nominal contributor to NAU's success. What really set apart the NAU side of things was Galaxy's ability to be there for the entire team with Chronicle. And there was some really, really great. I'm going to attest it back to the first series that we watched with you and I, or got the chance to cast this evening. Just really, really smart touches. And they're not looking to be individuals in every single given moment in time. They do lean on each other a lot. And I saw some really, really fun passing plays from NAU a few weeks ago. So I do apologize for not having that much information on the Xavier side of the story to comment on. I can only note some of the notable moments from NAU's side. I'm just going to go ahead and let the series play out here, Bullskunk. Not much else to offer from mine on the spectrum. This matchup, though, is as a whole for a summary, I think is a chance for us to get a really good banger and a potential upset for NAU if Xavier can pull some magic together.
I was talking that there's 3 teams tied for 3rd place right now, at least as far as record and game differential. And NAU is one of those 3. 1 game behind Cincinnati, whom they beat in week 2. NAU handed Cincinnati their only loss in a very dominant 3-0, and they want to be lone team on top of the totem pole for sure. At least the one to contest RIT. Beast already coming out of the gate strong. Galaxy, though, is the one who finds the goal. It's Xavier to strike first.
Really good early bit done there. Beast went for a fast clear right across the net, and Galaxy saw that from a mile away, was absolutely boosting at Mach 57 towards that ball at midfield. Well read and well executed from Xavier.
On the pitch right now. We'll do our best to not confuse ourselves. Oaks out there. Touch. Galaxy shuts that one down. Demo on the back line, and Galaxy looking at the goal. Both of the Galaxies collide into, well, just the ball spinning up into the air. Confused Irish putting a long distance shot in, trying to keep the defense honest. And here comes NAU back the other direction. Centering pass, bounces out. Beast will take a shot, and the follow-up dunk puts it in.
Really good pressure from Beast here. Chronicle also set up a blitz of a center there. Galaxy was in the right neighborhood, just Beast was a little bit more attentive to the follow-up touch like you mentioned. Xavier, though, I like their approach on that return that they just had there. Really pressuring the shot, taking an opportunity and waiting for a follow-up thereafter. It's all a matter of opportunity here in these games of Bullskunk. You want to keep the pressure high.
NAU is certainly looking too. All 3 players just rushing forward off the kickoff, but now they got to run back place defense. Galaxies, it's the ball stolen, just dropped it right into the lap of Scrib. Confused Irish is going to take a shot, and it's spot on. 2-1. Xavier, regains their lead.
Yeah, Confused Irish there, redemption on that shot that was rejected just prior to this one. I like it. Just really, face forward, take the chip, go ahead and blitz it in there. We saw that in game 1. Let's just deliver shots on target and look to convert them. Galaxy, nice follow-up. Look at the support here on the kickoff even from Xavier University, sorry.
Watched too much X-Men in my time. It just the nerd in me. I got to shut it off. All right, Chronicle with the steal. Well, stolen away by Galaxy. Now Galaxies going to go back towards the Xavier net into the corner. Got plenty of boost. Left that one there. Nobody would pick it up. Beast finds the ball. Wanted to drop it down for Chronicle, but Scrib gets in the way. Galaxy's trying to keep it in the zone. Good touches all around from the defense. NAU struggling finding room to work, but even without Galaxies, Beast still manages to drive in, gets a demo inside the goal, but Chronicle can't get a piece of the ball.
Great catch by Beast. That flick just lacked a little bit of momentum behind it now. Redemption off the wall. Nice little chip up there. Confused Irish goes up nice and early. Xavier right up and personal with this ball here. Chronicle getting met up in the air as well. Talk me through this here. Bullskunk, they're up and at it like no one's business. The amount of offense and aggression in this ball, even when it's floating up high, is just so great for Xavier.
Missed opportunity on the double tap, though. That was wide open. Just the good steal here towards the back end. Kind of manages to muscle it past Galaxy. Galaxies was chasing it down. Script forces the outside. But multiple Galaxies will eventually force it out.
Beast here.
NAU have really kind of slowed this down a bit. I think, Xavier have really slowed this down. I don't think NAU want to play this at this kind of methodical pace. They like to play fast and furious.
I'm waiting to see what Xavier's going to do to bring up this pace. Like, part of me is wondering now is, and I haven't been paying too much attention to it. I'm going to look at it now. It doesn't even matter. Ignore that. I was going to comment on the boost situation. Is NAU just chomping through this boost and keeping Xavier at bay? But I don't think it really even matters. Scrib, again, another midfield, nice chip into net.
Stole that right off the hood. All 3 players from Xavier have now scored here in this opening game 1. And an incredible start. Well, the David and this Goliath story. Wow. Galaxy's going to put another one in. 4-1. Still more than 2 minutes to play.
I can recall 2 very vivid kickoffs going towards the side of Xavier, one of which had a follow-up to get a goal right off the rip. This is working really good for Xavier University now. Galaxies picking it up. Patient Galaxy on the receiving end, getting met up in the air by Chronicle. Confused Irish up as per usual. Nothing out of the ordinary here. Looking for a Galaxy support. Instead, it goes a little bit wide up to Beast, and nice interception here at midfield again. Xavier University really showing us what midfield defense is all about.
It continues. Confused Irish coming in for the backup, really keeping it in the zone. Xavier looking very comfortable here in the back half of this match, really for the entirety of this match. Galaxy with another intercept, gonna push it all the way back down, forces NAU, to their goal line. Shot from Confused Irish, almost goes in. Chronicle just barely able to get a piece of that. A whiff there from NAU. They still struggle to get out of their own zone. Finally, Galaxy goes up for it all the way down. Long distance pass. Base shot gets blocked off the near post. Confused Irish will work it out of there. Script coming up. Goes over one, and Xavier back in control. Galaxy will put a shot off near post, or even just towards the post. And I think it's just a matter of keeping pressure on. Xavier want control, not even really needing more goals. Sure, you'll take one if they come, as Scrib has an opportunity, but the ball just falls.
Yeah, instead of looking for the ball control approach of the situation, Xavier's going for these very quick 50s and close encounters. The moment that NAU gets their sticky paws on that ball, you can see Scrib here just chasing it along the wall, tracing it to the goal. A splash and a fifth for Xavier. Off they go. What an amazing start for this team in blue.
And that's definitely one of those you'll take if you're a Xavier fan. Just pushing the ball in, keeping it in the NAU half. Keeping pressure on and forcing them to just play defense this entire time. Ball, rolls past two. Script sneaks it past two. From Confused Irish on the line here is NAU. Able to take a couple looks at the net. Nothing going into the box, though. Nothing between the posts. The ball spits right back out the other way. Xavier in complete control of game one against the 4-1 NAU.
Truly, and Confused Irish, for some reason, just stand out to me. Stellar plays, and with Galaxy's help, they've been able to convert so many great shots here. I want to look at this board once this ball touches. This is a signed, sealed, and delivered memo to the dub committee. What do we got here? What are the stats looking like? Xavier looks so aggressive and had tons of shots on goal, I'm sure. As many of them do disappear, yeah. The whole team contributed really well there, actually, Bull Scum.
Shots looked relatively even. We saw 11-8 before, but there was a player missing from NAU. Just by my eye test, there was probably another 2 on there. It was probably 11-10, 11-11 in shots. It definitely felt pretty even, but NAU didn't seem to get. It's not that they didn't get quality chances, but their looks never felt like they really threatened Xavier. They got one, but it didn't feel like Xavier was ever really scrambling to keep up with a barrage.
I'm with you on that. And as we get into this second game now, I want to be a little more tuned into the boost and how that's being managed across the pitch. I think part of what worked well for Xavier is they were playing really quickly. And I think a lot of the meaningful touches that you brought up were built upon having the boost to do so. And that could just be a hunch. I don't really know the answer to it just yet. But there had to be some very different moments here. Like going up for the ball is one thing. It just felt like Xavier was doing it a lot more often and a lot quicker, which I don't know. I'm just trying to understand what's the driver and the momentum behind that.
Yeah, well, definitely. I think keeping an eye on resources is a great place to start and figuring out exactly how Xavier were able to win that one out and what their game plan is moving forward. And what. Yeah, I was kind of feeling like Xavier were trying to slow it down a little bit and try to keep it getting from getting out of hand.
Okay. See here with the Confused Irish yet again. Just blitzing ahead at Mach 2. Script for a nice little chip off the top of the vehicle. Not able to accomplish that. Galaxy keeps it in the orange corner. Recovering back and rotating out to be second or third in line with Irish leading the charge. Script coming in for the 2s now. Looking to connect it down to the 3s for Galaxy, who's well positioned and well executed. Xavier playing a very solid game and knowing their spots.
NAU, double or triple commit to block Galaxy. It was a huge opening. Fortunately for them, Xavier doesn't put that one in, but they will put one in here. Galaxy eventually comes back around, and Xavier continue to pile on the hurt.
Really good control off the corner. That's been the theme here for Xavier in blue. Making the best of every opportunity, even if it's not midfield and center. Ka-chow moment here. We got to see Lightning McQueen really bring in the heat, hopefully, for NAU here to bring a series up. Galaxy's nice little touch, but not followed up as of yet. Has the boost for it, and well read by Galaxy in that saying, hey, if you're not going for it, I'm more than happy to take a look at that ball for you.
You sit around too long. Galaxy will certainly come in and steal it away. Another challenge. Chronicle has to come up and back him up. Ooh, that was a wicked shot, just a little high. Galaxy has worked into the corner, joined by Beast here. It's still Confused Irish is the one who comes away with the sphere. Galaxy has just managed to steal it across midfield, but Chronicle cannot get a piece of it. Beast is going to do a long-range clear. He's going to follow their own ball in. And AU playing this ball very deep. Galaxy forces back outside. I mean, look how deep Galaxy is here. Yeah, Beast is already rotated back. NAU giving up on that attack as they kind of reset. And now comes Beast once again through the sky. Has a little bit of help down low. Into the corner goes the ball, and NAU's attack just falling apart before it really gets started. Ooh, good shot there, though.
Yeah, really good looks, and you're right. NAU's getting some peaks and boos here on the net, but look at it, Xavier. They're just there all the time. Like, NAU touches the ball or is about to touch the ball, and even again, the same concept. Galaxy's up and in their face. They're not getting a second to breathe or maneuver the ball anywhere. They're just getting shut down at whether it's midfield, backfield, whatever it is. Look at it again.
Ribs, yeah, that was a mean shot. Just narrowly misses. Galaxies is going to get demoed as NAU tries to make their way into the blue half. They stumble in, but can't stay around. Touch for Galaxies. Back outside. Beast will sneak one in. NAU get themselves on the board.
Took an absolute banger to slot it here. Oh, Confused Irish was actually, honestly, half a car length away from being in the right neighborhood to fully deflect that ball out of the way. Really good, though. Good look for, and a very Xavier-like approach coming off of game one. Just taking that shot. Beast says, it's about the numbers and times that I take them, and goes ahead, and happy to see NAU delivering something here.
Beast is responsible for the 2 goals that the Lumberjacks have had here thus far in the series. Galaxy touch down towards Chronicle. Back outside.
Just watching the situation go back and forth, tit for tat here. It's very even now. 2 minutes on the clock, and with the scoreline even up across the board, I can understand the approach. Confused Irish a little bit too far below that to get a banger on net. Conversion now for Beast, up in the air, looking to attack the backboard. A lot of commits though from Xavier. Gonna give a second chance opportunity with just one in net, and it goes wide to the left. That would have been it there with just a single Xavier defender in the right position. Chronicle now controlling it. Hopping it off to Scrib now. Return to Galaxies, floating high, 30 boost, flip reset. Musty, potential, not connecting, and we'll take it though. It was a good look at the net. Follow up there coming in from good old Chronicle, supplemented by the usual supporters, the usual culprits for NAU. It's the Beast. Again, Galaxy, very Confused Irish-like in that particular setup. Had the touch, it just wasn't good enough to hard clear the ball out of the way. And as we settle back in now, NAU pick up this nice lead here, minute 15 on that clock.
Mandarin decides to cut out, and Galaxy gets a goal. Incredible.
So it was waiting on you, Bull Skunk. It was saying that we're just waiting for the DC here from the caster, and then we'll make sure to surprise you.
Yeah. Hey, it's a good surprise there for NAU fans, that's for sure. Oh, what's the Galaxies who got the goal? Who would get credit with that? We'll figure it out.
Chronicle.
Oh, I was about to say Beast already had one. Chronicle.
It was
Captain getting on the board. Yeah. Uh-oh, another opportunity here. Chronicle's got to put another one home. A little padding, a little safety net from NAU.
Wake-up call. And yet again, shocker, off the Beast assist. This has become a common theme, at least in this matchup. 2 out of 3 goals. Well set up for NAU. Definitely looking for each other a bit more here and finding the goals off of those moments.
Galaxy's hoping they can bring this back. Oh, the pass is just a little high. Almost made that connection right in front of the net to Scrib. But it's Beast coming back the other way. We get another assist, the drop back, and yes, there it is. Beast sets up yet another one. This one to Galaxies, who gets their first goal of the series.
Beast is that solid last mile baton runner, right? You really want the goods delivered to the finish line. It's going to get there one way or another. It might involve throwing the baton the last 20 meters, but rest assured you're going to have support from the rest of NAU to seal it over here and make sure it makes it to that finish line. Indeed, relentless offense though here from NAU. You can see just how much they're attacking, setting up opportunity. Beast with that same type of chip now, looking for the center. Doesn't connect, but with 9 seconds left on the clock here, looks like NAU have definitely arisen from their slumber.
Yeah, I mean, Beast with 8 shots, 3 assists, then making 4 assists. As Galaxy's going to put that one home. It looks like Chronicle actually got credited for that. But look at this touch from Beast out of the corner to set up the center.
So fun to watch.
So NAU squads, they're clicking. They're clicking, Strive.
Oh, goodness me. Are they ever? To come out after that first game with a 4-round lead and to turn up the way that they did. 8 shots on goal for Beast. 4 first touch. Okay, I mean, the first touches is great, but look at the situation. Galaxy's 6 shots, Beast 8 shots. Didn't get the whiff of the others, but my goodness me. Beast, I think, really stellar and borderline MVP for this team, giving opportunities to connect and convert goals.
Oh, I don't think it's even remotely borderline. Beast, at least it's game 2. As far as game 2 is concerned, Beast was a huge component of that offense and getting NAU back in the form that we're used to seeing. And then that is high octane and scoring a lot of goals. And this is the NAU we've come to know and love, and why they're 4-1.
Facts. Really, really good facts. Now, scoreline settled. Xavier had their moment of glory. The Lumberjacks have said, yo, cut it out. You know, we're here to maintain our position. I am looking to see what adjustments are made. I think a lot of what Xavier did really well in game 1 was playing the same Lumberjacks style of play. Early contest, pressuring them in the air, pressuring them down below. I'd love for them to go back to those roots and take a second look at it.
I mean, they held NAU to only 8 shots in game 1. I mean, Beast did that single-handedly in game 2.
Yep.
So and those scorelines couldn't have been more flipped. I mean, 5-1 both sides, but each for a different team. So big blowouts as far as Rocket League's concerned. A 4-goal win, definitely nothing to stop it. Seems very dominant. So this game 3 feels really. Are Xavier able to find the magic of that game 1 and kind of start the NAU squad like they did in that game, or has NAU actually found that synergy, found that click, and they're just going to start going through their gears until they hit 6 and reach the finish line?
Yeah, I'm just sitting here and waiting for the block, right? I want to see Xavier say no very early to the Lumberjacks' attempts of getting goals. I think that's the catalyst for a lot of this. You give opportunity to NAU, they'll eventually find it. You can't let the ball sit in a corner. It can't be floating backboard high. It's got to be cleared, and it's got to be in a safe position with Xavier in control of it. That's the problem with NAU. You give them, and I think I've heard you say this in the past, right? You give them an inch, they're going to take a mile from you in a heartbeat.
Every time. Good positioning for the kickoff here from NAU's. Beast is along the wall and scooped that one up. I think it has Chronicle in the middle of its Galaxies. They were a little too far back to follow through on what was another great setup out of Beast. But look at this intercept. We'll put another one towards the net. Found 2 Xavier players just camped on the goal line, anticipating that shot. Xavier managed to escape their zone. Can't keep the ball out of Chronicle's hands, though, and it's Beast charging towards the goal again, dropping this one off the backboard. Galaxies with another touch, lands in Scrib Slap. NAU, well, just kind of lose Peter out of that one. Lose control of that one.
Xavier did the right thing. They challenged Beast early and halted that ball in his tracks, and it involved a bit of physical contact, but we'll take it. As long as Beast isn't free to set up opportunity, yeah, and just, again, you can't make this stuff up, by the way. Like, this is literally how this game is going. You leave the ball in a dangerous position, look who's there. Chronicle to send a blitzer of a center, and Galaxies to waft that from 2 miles out.
And it's exactly what bit Xavier behind in game 2.
Got to figure it out.
Actually trying to put one on from long range. Confused Irish is going to go up for this. Oh, it's been a dead center. Chronicle able to get a piece of it. Galaxy not able to get the touch off the outside, but Scrim pitches back towards him. Still, Galaxy cannot find the ball. Scrim with a very important demo just to take out the initiator from NAU, but a long distance shot from Galaxy sneaks in the upper 90. You've got to be kidding me.
Run it back here.
What
McQueen with the rear
What?
fender, side door, slamma jamma. NAU get that goal with a little bit of style too here.
Yeah, that one had some pizzazz. I like it. Magic coming out from NAU. It's exactly what they need. And it's Xavier now already on the back foot, not challenging as quickly. Look at all the room Beast has to work.
Wow. What happened though? Well, Skunk, like off of a goal like that, all of a sudden I feel like Xavier's just in shambles. Like they're just unable to really make anything kind of line up now. And look at Chronicle's ball control. Nice little hop. It's going to be top bar down, and shocker that Beast is there to receive it. Look at this attempt, goal after goal. I mean, NAU giving a chance. Galaxy just a hair wide. That would have been a blitzer in the top 90s, you'd say.
Irish, oh man, just gets enough of that ball off Galaxy to make the save. Near miss from the defense of Xavier. Almost put him in a very big deficit. Still struggling to get out of the zone at the moment. There's an important touch. Scrib over the head of Beast. Roll it around towards post. Goes over the goal, and Chronicle's going to stay with it. Runs into Galaxies, and right in front of confused Irish.
What are we doing up here now? Galaxy has control. That's a chip high. Going to be good. Irish comes in flying from downtown. Well received, though, from NAU. With Galaxies on that follow-up here. Scrib picks up that ball control. Looking to hop it over Galaxy's head. Doesn't happen. Instead, the siege from NAU continues with Beast now. Nice little chip pop up to thyself to the backboard for the double touch. Down below we go. No bueno, but really good attempt and look at it.
Things are really starting to fall apart here for Xavier, though. I mean, they're just giving up these incredible opportunities. Fuse Irish blocking their own teammate's shot. It's just some unlucky piling up here for Xavier. They need to get it together. They need to get it together now. Galaxy with a shot here, but Chronicle comes off the wall to stuff that ball, stop it in its tracks. Galaxies and Chronicle will combine, but Confused Irish is a great placement along the wall. We'll keep this one in, try to play out of the corner. Galaxy's shot is knocked just a little bit off course, and the clear's there.
Beast now, like little touch. Is it enough to get Galaxies a look at it? No. Galaxy off the backboard. Nice attempt from Chronicle. Confused Irish. I like this little play here to the corner, and well received by Galaxy there. If you give Beast an uncontested touch there, that would have for sure converted to an NAU goal. Well executed thus far.
Talking before this game, keep an eye on the boost on the field. I feel like NAU is getting all of it.
I feel you.
Long distance shot. Forces Chronicle to make a play, but make a play they do. Galaxy way outside the zone. Got enough of a touch. Confused Irish trying to muscle through pair, but just cannot. And Xavier looks like they're just trying to beat the wall down with a hammer at the moment. Not a whole lot of finesse here. This has been just straight brute force. And NAU are as resilient as ever.
Oh, beyond. Like, that's a really good way to put it. Just look at the plays here from NAU. They're consistently going off the wall or just hard chipping it, and Xavier just can't get to the ball in time. And part and parcel to the boost situation. And 50 in Galaxy midair, not going to work out. Return from Galaxy, Chronicle in the backfield. They are just covering all their bases, and they're playing their 1, 2s, and 3s just so tidily.
Touch into the corner. And this one is looking like an NAU victory unless something happens right now. Unfortunately, no. All the touches seem to be going in NAU's favor. It's there till the very end. Too little too late. Out of Xavier, and NAU win back-to-back games to move up to match point.
Looking very, very alive here after our first matchup. Just a complete relentless attack on Xavier. And Xavier struggled very much with getting any meaningful touches out of that game. NAU was just stuffing it on their foreheads at every given opportunity. And it's tough to manage a team that knows how to capitalize on everything at every given time, right? A floater ball in the corner, if you're not there to tend to it, it's a goner. They're going to get dunked on by NAU. And I think Xavier struggled with that. They invested resources elsewhere to try and deal with some of these odd touches and positions, and they couldn't do anything else with their gameplay.
And they started off trying to get in the face of NAU a bit more, and then kind of let up on that once they kind of got bit. So it's I think that was their best. Challenging Beast early. Challenge these players early. Galaxies. And yeah, and do not leave the bad touches. The bad touches are getting punished every single time. NAU is too good for that. You've got to be clean, especially in the defensive touches. Galaxy's now just trying to put one in, but their rival, their arch enemy in Galaxy, will keep that one out. It does feel like a bit of a nemesis kind of thing, doesn't it?
Kind of, it does, and I'm just trying to put the words together to make sense of this debacle that we're in. I think one thing that Xavier's struggling with is they're clearing the ball, but they're not necessarily attentive as to where they're clearing it to. It's that brute force approach that you're saying, and it's not going to another Xavier teammate to support with the clear. It's in fact falling into the hands of NAU, and that's Beast again. What a conversion, by the way, to Galaxies on midfield.
Oh,
so tidy.
Incredible setup. Clean, shiny clean. There's a level of polish here from the Lumberjacks. That's, I mean, really unmatched in EGFC. This is, I don't know what's the right word for it. I mean, it's almost perfection. Like, it feels so precise, precision. That's the word I'm looking for here, Strive. NAU are playing with absolute precision.
I'm with you, and kind of like what Stellar said, I have a very keen intuition that NAU play a fair amount together. I mean, I could be wrong. I mean, we'll find out if it does come to that point. But the synergy amongst them is just there, and it's really well done. And hey, you know what? Open net conversion for Xavier. You like to see it.
Xavier unable to score since the opening minute of game 2. They scored first in that game, and then NAU put up 5 in a row. And they have not been able to put one in the back of the net since. A really, really important goal. Try to give some momentum, try to get some life back into the Xavier squad. Galaxy's looking to steal it right away. What a move down low. But their arch nemesis will clear it all the way back down, where Scrib might be able to take a play at this. Galaxy wanted a piece of it. It got blocked. Confused Irish comes up from the third man roll. Has no boost to work with, leaving Galaxy to battle 3 in the corner, and Galaxy wins the 1v3. Somehow sneaks out of that corner. Robs the ball here, gets the touch against Chronicle there, and wow, beats Beast on the inside.
If you run that playback, you'll see just how awesome Xavier played in that situation in the corner. They continued to contest ball after ball, and the touches were good, and even better for them. So with that, nice little chip here for Confused Irish, and I like the approach here. Galaxy's already chasing it, being led by it. That's how you want to be playing the hard clears here. Look at it, support each other, get your teammates the right area code, and hopefully allow them to convert thereafter.
Now some Confused Irish. Actually having to spend everything to get that ball under control. Dropped to Scrib. Scrib along the wall trying to chase down their own clear. Galaxy again! Holy cow! Galaxy out of nowhere finds 3 unanswered for the hat trick and for the Xavier lead to try to send this to a game 5.
Scrib just delivered us a very Chronicle / Beast-like setup there. Just using the clear attempt as an opportunity to absolutely blitz the ball down to midfield for the shot. That's the kind of play you like to see from Xavier. Just tidy stuff and really picking up on some of the high notes of NAU.
I mean, and Scrib chased it down from the left side of the pitch to the opposite side to the opposite wall. It was like a diagonal move from Scrib to chase that ball down and get that touch to set up that whole play off the clear. Chronicle just screaming through the air to beat everybody from Xavier, but still the ball falls in their favor. Clear over to Galaxy. Galaxy gets turned around. Confused Irish, I think, might have been the one to bump him because the Galaxies was in the mix too. Chronicle looking for Beast. We'll find him. Beast puts one in the back of the net.
Galaxy was really showing us what it means to waltz, you know, and be so in control of the ball, but that time a little bit late to the party. And you can't let NAU get that millimeter. They'll definitely take that mile away from you. Off to the kickoff, really quick back and forth conversion here for Beast now. Coming off the corner, this is Galaxy's chance to absolutely bop it.
No way. You can't give Galaxies all that space to work with.
Just coming in.
Beats the third player. Galaxy is off grab and boost at midfield. Confused Irish is in a 1v2.
that wasn't it for Galaxy. Needed to be a participant in that battle, and Boost,
Yeah.
although appetizing, it's not the focus here.
I can't help but wonder if that's part of a long game. You know, if the NAU have been such resource hogs that Galaxy felt like they had to go eventually just find some right off the rip. And NAU are able to punish that decision.
That's a great
Chronicle with
point.
a booming clear. Beast. The Galaxies. NAU take the lead.
And that was the confused Irish touch. That was what we saw in game 2, I believe. Like, not the touch you want. It went the wrong way, didn't go to anybody or anything, and in fact, it worked in NAU's favor.
Galaxy had 3 unanswered for Xavier. And Galaxies has returned the favor, both with a hat trick here. But NAU, most importantly, have this lead. Managed to work over Beast, so it was a little sloppy. And Michael right on out.
Galaxy's patiently midfielding here, looking for touches, and does find it. Chronicles now waking up a little bit more. NAU meeting at midfield and shaking Xavier's hand politely and saying, yeah, not going to happen, not here today. Turning up that tempo a little bit, not necessarily playing chill and calm, but looking to really remain ahead of this ball and think far, far proactively here.
Great intercept. That's going to go right into the front of the net. Script keeps it out, but only for a moment. Galaxies is there to slam it home. And it's just all set up.
Oh, Script.
Beast almost got that off the ceiling shot. That's wow. That's
Wild.
just absolute wow.
Xavier, I just need you to turn back the clock a little bit and revisit that play style of the first 2 minutes. That would be superb. Just really dial it in for 30 seconds here and look to make some blitzy, fast-paced plays. But Chronicle, look at that little bop over the top of NAU just to clear that ball. Quick little contest here from Galaxies again, really bringing up that speed also.
In the mix, waning seconds, and this is looking like an NAU victory. Oh, opportunity. This has got to get buried. Oh, it's off the top. Will not hit the mark. Xavier, they're able to win game 1, but the adaptation too strong from the superpowered NAU. The high-octane offense winning out the day. And I still think Beast probably deserves that MVP shout.
110%. Like, I'd love to look at the overall 3-game stats side by side and kind of evaluate it. Beast had incredible supporting passes and plays, really set up Galaxy's time in and time out. Chronicle also just super great off the wall, left and right of the field, always looking for a chip opportunity to deliver it at least a little bit closer to that goal line. And from there, it was just a matter of pummeling and pummeling until they were able to deliver those finishing blows. NAU, just a stellar team to watch and really know how to adapt and micro adjust their gameplay.
Galaxies, I mean, definitely had a hell of a day. I mean, 8 goals on the day for Galaxies, so certainly no slouch there either. We might be getting an interview coming in. I don't know. We're not sure yet. We're going to take a moment, and if we figure that out... Oh, okay. Sounds like we are going to get an interview with Galaxies here. Give us a minute to just set that up, and we'll be right back at you to talk to our winners. Oh, well, name's all wrong. There's Galaxies. Hey, thank you. Thank you so much for joining us.
Thank
There
you.
it is.
Thank you
There
for
it is.
having me.
Yeah, congrats on the dub.
Thank you. I had to prove my dominance over the other galaxy.
Again, with this Galaxy versus Galaxy. This is my second time meeting you
I
on
practiced
SQ
all
Galaxies.
day for this game. I practiced all day for this game in the Lightning McQueen car.
It was super important. Yeah, gotta establish who's the proper Galaxies, huh?
That's right. Right. But it was a good game.
Hey,
We
it
played a
didn't
good
start off
game.
looking so good for y'all. I mean, it started off with a dropping a 1-5 in that game 1.
Yeah.
How'd you turn it around? What changed? What'd you do to kind of shake that one off and bring it back?
I yelled at Chronicle to stay back more as third man. That's about it. And then we kind of just changed like how we spaced and just being able to conserve and let the ball come to us rather than trying to force, because we were trying to force everything in the first game. This wasn't working, and we were playing too close on offense for a third man, so we just decided to space it out and just let the ball come to us, and we can come with the ball and momentum, and it worked.
Like a charm. Very smart
re-
answer.
And it's fun you mention it because again, like it's something that we noticed right away. Like you guys play your 1, 2s, and 3s, and it really came to light after that into that second game, and it felt really fun to watch. If you could go back and adjust anything in your guys' gameplay from this series. I understand it was a series win. I always ask this question because it's fun to ask yourself, what could we have done even better in that game? Moving forward into the next series, is there anything off the top of your mind? And if it's not, that's cool too. But is there anything you guys would like to adjust or wish you had addressed sooner in that series?
That's a good question. I'd say we'd probably just keep more control of the ball and being able to pass to each other a lot better, and just being able to be more mechy on the field, because I almost hit that flip reset on the Lightning McQueen and it was close.
I saw that.
But but just being able to use our mechs to our advantage, because we are a very mechy team. We just need to use it to our advantage when we have it.
I dig that. It's difficult to find those moments on the pitch and kind of like dial in and realize that you have that potential within you to do so. So it's cool to recognize that. And if that's what you guys are going to work towards and starts coming out, I don't even know what to expect from you guys in these coming weeks. So well done and congrats from my
W's,
side.
that's what you can expect.
Get her done, Galaxies. Get her done.
Get her
That's
done.
what I like to hear.
Get her done.
That's right. Get her done!
I mean, you're 5-1 now after week 6. There's what, 2 more weeks here in fall?
Yeah.
What's the goal? I mean, clearly eyes are on RIT. Is that the team in your sights right now?
Yeah, the rematch. But this time we'll play a lot better than when we played against RIT.
What would you do different?
We'd probably just space out, play more controlled with the
Space.
ball, and just let them come to us rather than us forcing everything, especially on offense. On defense, it's okay to force, but on offense, we can't really force so much.
And that's been a bit of an identity shift. I think of y'all as the opponent kind of squad. So giving more space, allowing a little bit more room to breathe and let the play breathe feels like a pretty dramatic shift in strategy. Does that ring true with you?
Kind of, yeah, because we have other play styles that we can, but like our main focus is like playing fast and being able to beat opponents with speed and being able to beat them with good touches and just being able to be there for each other and support and play fast. That's kind of like our overall goal as a team, and when we come in for the future for CRL next semester.
Sweet.
I can't wait. I can't wait. Sounds like you're just adding more depth to your strategy and your overall play style.
He's
Love it.
cooking.
Love it,
He's
my
cooking.
friend.
Galaxy's just cooking.
Yeah,
All the goodness over
Galaxy's
there.
just
Toes.
cooking.
You just sprinkle.
I gotta keep them on their toes. Yeah,
Clearly,
gotta
it's
stir
like
the pot,
interviews-
baby. Gotta stir the pot.
As much as the on pitch intimidation and obviously your play is working out, even on desk, you're just keeping it 100. I love it. Hey, to comment on what you built on with Bullskunk there, I think the idea of mech and giving space to the play kind of go hand in hand together. And if you guys give each other the chance to work yourselves a bit, it's going to work out really well for you guys. So that's super cool. And
That's why I told Chronicle to stay back third man, because he's our mechiest player, and when he's up close, it just makes him super awkward, and he can't really play the ball and give it with momentum. Because when he's able to play with momentum, he's really good. But when he's awkward and just isn't really able to do much, is when he's kind of stumbles and isn't really there. But then we make up for it. Me and Beast kind of make up for it if he's awkward or
100%.
whatever.
Beast
Not
especially
outing
is so good
Chronicle.
at being there.
No.
No, it's not outing at all. And that's it's almost like you got to give Chronicle the
Throwing
chance
your
to.
captain under the bus. I see how it is.
No, we yell at each other all the time. It's fun. It's self-criticism, as we like to call it. As we like to
It's all
call this
support at the
semester
end
is
of the
our
day.
training arc. Is our training arc.
Awesome.
Love it.
Cool.
Well, hey, congrats on the dub. Any shout outs you want to give before we
Thank
let
you.
you get out here and celebrate that victory?
Of course. Shout out to NAU Esports on socials, and for one special person, bring Snorlax into the play.
I was waiting for Snorlax.
There he is. Yeah. But shout out to NAU. Shout out to all the families watching. Shout out to you guys as the casters. This shout out was fun. I had fun playing these games, and ka-chow, baby.
All right, we'll let you go on that one.
All right.
Go
thank you
ahead. Go
guys
ahead. That was
for-
what? Thank you. A big ka-chow from Galaxies. You gotta love it.
Such a fun personality, by the way, to have on desk. Like, even in my one time or two times that I've had Galaxies here, I can't stop like ear to ear smiling the whole time. You can't.
Agreed.
It's so good. It's the epitome of
Keep
what
stirring the pot, Galaxies. Just keep stirring the pot.
Just gotta keep cooking.
Just keep stirring the pot. Yep. Yes, there it is. All right, and well, looks like our Arcos is cooked for the night. We are all done ski. It is time to pack it in. But thank you so much for hanging out with us. Been an absolute blast. Big shout out to Matt behind the scenes producing Rocket League here for the first time. Did a fantastic job tonight. Strive, pleasure cast with you as always. But that is going to do it tonight, friends. We will see you next time.